Hold the fuck on.
Skateparks will blow your mind. From extremely creative designs that you couldn't even think of in your wildest dreams, to massive mega ramps that require a change of pants after just standing on top of them.
Oh my
God. I got so scared I couldn't even film it.
How did he do that?
To just pure chaos and anarchy. These skate parks will be in ascending order, with the most wild and crazy ones saved for last. So make sure to watch till the end, and without taking up any more time, let's get right into the video. Up first is the backyard skate park of the legend himself, Tony Hawk. Compared to some of the other skate parks that will be featured later in this video, his park is pretty mild, but in my opinion, the execution is what makes it so good. Its placement with the house makes it look natural, almost as if it's supposed to be a pool, and it also has a good variety of features, including a rail, a few gaps, and a wall ride. Obviously, this park is pretty nice and it would be a dream to have for anybody, but it dwindles in comparison to the massive half pipe he had back in the late 80s to early 90s. And of course, he still has his own private half pipe, but it's not in his backyard, so I'm not going to count it in this video. Up next is Manny Santiago's backyard. Manny Santiago is personally one of my favorite competition skaters. He doesn't win all that often, but he just carries a good attitude with him and you can always see him smiling. Anyway, he transformed his entire backyard into a street-style skate park. No inch was wasted, and the result is pure perfection.
Everything has meaning. And there's security cameras I just put up, so don't even dare come back here try to skate. Or the cops will be called. Or I'll just come back here myself, whoop that ass.
His park is a little bit of everything, with a quarter pipe, a hip, a mani pad, an A-frame that doubles as a bumped ledge, and best of all, a forced stair with 2 rails on each side that have the ability to be a hubba. It also has lights so you can skate at night, which is always a nice option to have. All of these factors and features combined make his skate park fun for all types of skaters. And if you have spent any time watching clips of skateboarding, you have probably seen a clip of his skate park at one point or another. Shane O'Neill. Shane O'Neill is perhaps one of the most iconic street skateboarders out there, and his backyard skate park has more features than most regular skate parks. Literally, name any street feature you can think of and you'll probably find it there. It honestly looks more like an SLS park than any kind of backyard. But yes, there is actually a house attached to it. The skate park has to be at least 10 times bigger than the house, but I mean, that's how it should be, right? The only thing I'm seeing here is good priorities. This is how every house should be. But all jokes aside, his backyard skate park is perhaps the highest quality park that we're gonna see on this list. It's just done perfectly. And you can clearly tell that it was built by professionals. Pedro Barros. For those unfamiliar with the name, Pedro Barros is a Brazilian skater who mostly skates transition. But not just any transition. Big transition. And his backyard bowl goes to show it. You can see just how tiny he looks standing over it as a comparison. And while the bowl is all there is to the skate park, the sheer size and depth of it is impressive on its own. Kevin Kowalski. While on the topic of ripping massive bowls, as we all do, how can I not mention Kevin Kowalski's extremely creative transition park that he built in his backyard in Oregon. I just love how he builds it around the trees, making it look like a naturally flowing concrete river in the forest, even using some of the trees as obstacles. It also has lights installed for night skating, which is a really big plus and it makes it look really cool on camera. But the only concern that I have, being a Pacific Northwest local myself, is all the pine needles falling into the bowl. It's gotta be a pain to get all of them out once they pile up. But aside from that, the whole just construction and layout of the park is extremely creative and it looks like a very fun park to skate. Right about now is when we really start ramping up the craziness on these skate parks. Starting out with Trevor Jacob. Although recently he is best known for jumping out of his own airplane with a parachute and getting his pilot's license removed because you can't just jump out of your own airplane and let it crash. It's a pretty big no-no. Trevor has a long-standing career with extreme sports such as snowboarding, skateboarding, and dirt biking. With him working with the like...
That is crazy. That is, I don't know, how close is that to GTA right now? But I ain't never seen that in my damn life before, bro. Who in the hell jump out they own plane and let it crash? Are you serious? You have that much money to, you know what I'm saying? So that mean you jump. Alright, say if this one fuck up. You gonna have to get a whole nother plane just to make, you know what I'm saying, make some more content like this or whatever. That is wild though. I cannot.
Airplane with a parachute and getting his pilot's license removed
But it is in the middle of nowhere though. It
because
looks like
you can't just jump out of your own airplane and let it crash. It's a pretty big no-no. Trevor has a long-standing career with extreme sports such as snowboarding, skateboarding, and dirt biking, with him working with the likes of Travis Pastrana and the Nitro Circus. And a few years ago, he decided to literally turn his house into a skate park. And this is the result. With one side of the house
this shit is
being
fire.
turned into the actual skate park, this is without a doubt one of the most creative projects out there. Most notably, he has a roof drop-in as well as an overall flowy feel to the mostly transition park. And while it might not be the most exciting looking park with the most amount of features, you have got to respect the commitment that he had to make this. The Dern House.
What's
Okay,
good,
this is
Don?
where we really start ramping up.
What's
Like,
good, Don?
literally. Dalton, Kanan, and Destin are three brothers that grew up skateboarding. They originally started their backyard skate park with a good-sized mini ramp. But in 2020, when everybody was locked indoors, they were busy building. And the end result is one of the most crazy backyard skate parks with extremely unique features that you won't see in any other skate park, period. They've got countless
This is
gaps,
crazy.
rails, mini ramps, transitions, drop-ins. They even have a pipe from a water park as a pump track. And because the skate park is mostly made out of wood, they can easily move stuff around and create an endless amount of challenges for themselves. In terms of variety, this has to be hands down the most diverse backyard skate park in the world.
Yo.
And every clip that I've
He's
seen come
sliding.
out of there just blows my mind. I think
That's
it's fair
something
to say
different I've
that
never
they are
seen.
living every skater's dream. All right, on to the next one. This one you guys all probably know, Bob Burnquist. Bob
know where you made
Burnquist
it up
is
there.
known for his amazing abilities on a mega ramp. So naturally, what better way of practice for such a make or break activity than to have daily access to it in your own backyard? Bob Burnquist's Dreamland Skate Park is considered by many to be one of the most iconic and influential skate parks of all time. The park was designed to be a place where skaters could push the limits of what was possible on a skateboard, and that they did. Aside from the obvious massive mega ramp, he has also had a variety of different features throughout the years, including a massive half-pipe bowl, a full pipe, a corkscrew, a loop that actually almost killed Tony Hawk one time when he was doing it while wearing a Gorillaz costume. I think it was for a commercial or something like that. Some of you might think that if you're not a pro skater, there is literally nothing that you can skate there without dying. However, that's not entirely true. Bob Burnquist is a firm believer in inclusivity and accessibility, and this park is designed with that in mind, so there are smaller ramps and obstacles for beginners and intermediate skaters to practice on. The Dreamland Skatepark is constantly evolving and updating, with new features being added every year. Bob Burnquist himself is often seen testing out new designs and tweaks to existing features, making sure that Dreamland is always on the cutting edge of skatepark design. Steve-O's apartment.
Come up the stairs. Yeah. Yeah, dude.
This is personally my favorite
Yeah, this
case
shit crazy.
of what happens when skaters go absolutely crazy. Steve-O, who most of you probably know from the popular MTV series, turned his once peaceful and ordinary Hollywood apartment into a skate park. And as you would expect, chaos and havoc ensued. The transformation process was intense and time-consuming. Steve-O and his friends spent countless hours building ramps and other obstacles within the confines of his small apartment,
Wow,
in the
though.
process tearing down multiple walls to make the park bigger. The result was a
Running right through
crammed
it is
and
crazy.
cluttered space that is barely recognizable as an apartment. Once the skate park was complete, Steve-O began inviting friends and other skaters over to come and ride. The small space was quickly overwhelmed with the influx of people and their skateboards. He also had a metal band come over and set up their whole set, playing music as they skated, turning the whole apartment into a constant party that went on for days. The apartment quickly became a mess with broken boards, cans of soda, and other debris littering the floor. The neighbors, who were obviously being disturbed by the constant noise and commotion, began to complain to their landlord and the police, leading to multiple visits from both parties.
It was a little bit loud, so just tone it down. You guys are cool. So.
Right on, man. Thank you, guys. Sure.
That's crazy, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Steve-O was inevitably evicted from the apartment, and the legendary skate park had to be dismantled. But its legacy will live on in the footage that was captured of it forever. It's hard to imagine a skate park that is more insane than Steve-O's apartment.
Like,
But
how
there
can
is
you
one
do
place that I
like
think has
all
the
this in
potential
a
to take the
small
crown.
ass apartment?
But
though?
before I cover what that is, I want to give an honorable mention to Trey Jones and his insanely creative backyard skate park. Yeah, technically it's more of a BMX park than a skate park, but people have skated it, and it's so creative that I just could not leave it out of this video.
Okay.
And because the owner, Trey Jones, is a BMX rider, it's entirely made up of weird transitions and a lot of unique features and just things that you don't see in any skate parks, let alone a backyard one. And anyway, on to the last skate park. And that would obviously be Skatopia.
Never been there. They're nice people.
We've always had a good business relationship
Good
with
business
the people.
relation with them, and what they do out there. Once you cross their property line, as long as nobody's getting hurt, I don't care what they do.
Which is literally an anarchist playground for skaters. Although it's closer to
the
a
fuck?
commune than a backyard, I just had to include it in this
This
video.
might be
The construction
the
began
number
in the
one place I might have to
mid-90s,
go
starting
to,
with
bro.
the massive bowls and half pipe, which were the main attraction and used to host parties.
Yo, what if we actually make that a thing? Like going to like popular skate parks or whatever, or some shit in the future or some shit. Like I don't even really. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even skate that much. I don't even skate no more, for real. But that would be sick though.
As the park
Like
grew in
saying this shit.
popularity, it began to attract a diverse group of people from all over the country. Bruce Martin, the owner, had a unique approach to the park's management, which he described as anarchist, giving the skaters a sense of freedom and creativity that was not found in any other traditional skate park. This approach, combined with the massive features, created a unique and exciting experience for skaters, also having it be featured as the last level in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. In
Okay.
addition to its multiple skate parks, Skatopia
I
is
used to
also
play that
known
game.
for its annual music
Tony Hawk Pro Skate 2? Wait, hold on.
skaters, also having it be featured as the last
This might not be the exact one though. I don't remember this, but I do remember playing a Tony Hawk game though. I ain't gonna lie. We had to like complete certain missions, like spin on the mailbox in order for like a gate to open. It was like weird, but I fucks with it though. They need to make some more shit like that. If they could make some more skate games like that, I'm telling you that shit gonna go up, especially if they make it online too. So like that can be a story mode or whatever, some shit, and they have a online mode or whatever. At that should be fire as hell.
last level in
something
Tony
like,
Hawk Pro Skater 2. In addition
Skate
to its
3.
multiple skate parks, Skatopia is also known for its annual music festivals, bowl bashes, and backwoods blowouts. These festivals bring together a wide range of musicians and bands from various genres and provide a platform for both established and up-and-coming acts. The festivals also feature skateboarding competitions and demonstrations, making them a true celebration of the sport. As the park continues to evolve and grow, it remains a unique and exciting place for people to come together and share their love for skateboarding and music. And I suggest that you check out the Vice documentary on Skatopia, as it really covers the chaos way better than I can in this video. So let me know if you think I missed any insane backyard skate parks. Drop a like if you liked it. And as for now, that's all I have, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
It doesn't matter what your goal is, making a resume, writing an essay, or drafting a cover letter. Grammarly takes your
Skate or
writing
die.
game to the next level.
Come on, man. That shit fire though. Them skate parks fire. Them backyard skate parks is fire.